From the Sleepy Time Studios and across the World Wide Web, it's time to place your bets as we once again play Dealer's Choice. And now, please welcome our dealer, your host of Dealer's Choice, Jose Cazares. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of Dealer's Choice here on Sleepy Time Studios. Well, last time we crowned a brand new champion who won in dominant fashion after the final game proved to result in a massive payout that ultimately gave him the victory. And he went on to win the bonus dice jackpot of $25,000, so he looks to go back-to-back. He returns with a season total so far of $35,150 all in cash. Let's welcome back our returning champion, Travis Coulter, who does not appear to be present at the moment. You're muted, by the way.
Placing in order. Glad to be back.
There, okay. All right, well, Travis, glad to have you back. Took down Josh last time to become the new champion. You went on to win the bonus dice. You've got some very tough competition here going up against you as you look to go for your second win. Think you can pull it off?
If I'm as lucky as last time, sure, why not?
All right, well, good luck to you. Let's go ahead and meet your two challengers. One of which you should know very well. Our man in the middle is known as essentially the street killer around here. And an old rival of our champion. The streaker. Ladies and gentlemen, our man in the middle, Mr. Nels Snesrud.
Hi, great to be here, Jose.
Glad to...
I'm hopefully this time I'll do better like I did last time.
Yeah, you're actually returning with us. You were here previously, and unfortunately it didn't work out for you, but
yeah,
going up against your old rival, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. If I have another rival on the other side of me, I want to kick his butt too.
All right, well, needless to say, wish you the best of luck as well.
Thank you.
And last but not least, this is his first appearance here on Dealer's Choice, and apparently his king icon is staring at Nels directly at him. Ladies and gentlemen, from the state of Wisconsin, we have Scott Michels with us for the first time.
Hi.
Hi. Go ahead and tell us about yourself since this is your first time.
I'm Scott Michels from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as much you should know. Actually, time of date, I will have probably moved to Ripon, Wisconsin. So, gotta change that up now. Still a college student, going for a major in theater. Love game shows, love bowling, still better than Nels with that.
You got that right.
Oh, Jose, you're not helping.
When do I ever help? Let's just be honest.
Yeah, you never helped. What am I thinking?
All right, well, it's got your first time out here on Dealer's Choice, and you're up against these two guys. Think you can take the victory tonight?
Yes.
Good answer.
Sure, okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to turn out. All right, well, to the three of you gentlemen, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Let's go ahead and get our game started. So, players, as always, each of you are going to participate in 4 casino-style minigames. Each of you are going to start with 100 chips as your base value, and those chips will be used to bet in each of the 4 games. At the end of the 4th minigame, whoever has the most chips will become our champion and will get to take on our bonus dice for a chance to win our bonus dice jackpot, which for this episode, since it was won last time, will remain at its base value of $25,000. But it's still a lot of money that can be won. With that being said, the order of the games was shuffled before we started the show. They are in absolutely no particular order. With that being said, let's go ahead and start things off with our first minigame of this episode. We're starting off with a little speculation. Alright, so, the one thing I don't like about us playing speculation is that damn bell ring goes on for quite some time. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, players, here's how speculation works. First of all, for every single one of these minigames we're going to start out by doing this, you are each going to give me your bet size. So, in this first minigame, there is a max bet of 10 chips. So you can bet up to 10 chips for this first game. Travis, you're the champion. We're going to start with you. Of your 100 chips up to 10, how much would you like to bet for this game? Seven. All right, 7 chips it is for Travis. Nels, of your 100 up to 10, how much would you like to bet for this one?
I'll go 8.
Gonna go 8. And Scott, out of your 100 up to 10, how much would you like to bet?
I'll go the whole 10.
The whole 10. All right, max bet for you. All right, so players, here are the rules. As you can see, we have 3 different kinds of cryptocurrencies. We have Dogecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. What's going to happen is you each will pick one of the 3 cryptocurrencies. Each of them have their own respective payout. The Dogecoin will pay off even, so it'll be a break-even payout. The Ethereum stock will pay off a 3-to-1 payout. And the Bitcoin stock will give you a 5-to-1 payout. We will be using the dice table for this first one. So a roll of a 1, 2, or a 3 will advance the Dogecoin 1/5 of a point. A roll of a 4 and a 5 will advance the Ethereum by 1/5 of a point. And only a roll of a 6 will move the Bitcoin by 1/5 of a point. We're going to keep going until one of the cryptocurrencies gets to 1 whole point. Whichever one does will be paid out their respective payouts. With that said, Travis, of the 3 cryptocurrencies, which of the 3 would you like to bet on? Dogecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin?
Super Mario Gold coins.
Good answer, question mark?
I said Super Mario Gold coin.
Yahoo!
Just say.
Ethereum, please.
Ethereum, all right. Nels, which of the 3 cryptocurrencies would you like to bet on? And keep in mind, you can pick the same one as your opponents. There's
I'm
no
gonna go with Travis Ethereum.
going Ethereum as well. And Scott, what about you?
You know, I was gonna go with them, but I don't want to be the guy that breaks away. I'll just go for the 1-to-1 in Dogecoin.
Going for the even
And
payout.
probably regret it later.
Yeah, you're gonna regret that.
You don't know that. You never know how this is going to turn out.
This is true.
All right, so we'll go ahead and bring out our good old dice table. All right, so the dice table is on the right side of the screen, players. So we're going to be using our blue die for this one. Wish the 3 of you nothing but the best of luck. Let's play speculation. All right, our first roll up, we have a deuce.
Low roll.
All right, Dogecoin advances. Next roll, a 5. Ethereum advances.
Yeah.
Next roll, a 1. Dogecoin moves up.
Boo.
Next
Go
roll,
low.
another
Go
1.
low. Let's go.
Dogecoin
No.
advances again.
Come on.
Next roll, a 4. Ethereum advances.
Yeah.
Bitcoin has not moved yet. Next roll up, a 6. Now Bitcoin advances. Next roll up, a 5. Ethereum advances and is caught up with Dogecoin. This is getting interesting now. Next roll, a 1. Dogecoin is at match point.
One more low.
Next roll. It's a 1. Dogecoin
Yay!
wins!
Fucking hell!
There you go.
So unfortunately, Travis and Nels both lose their bets, and Scott will get a break-even payout, putting him up to 110 chips. Hey, that was a fun game there, and that brings us to the end of speculation.
Speculation this.
All right, so at the end of our first game, we got a very close battle here between our three players. We have Nels in third at 92, Travis in second at 93, Scott with the early lead at 110. But this episode's just getting started. We're going to take our first commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have our second minigame of 4 here on this episode of Dealer's Choice. We will be right back after this. Welcome back to Dealer's Choice. After our first minigame, Scott was the only one that won a payout, so he has the early lead for now at 110 chips. Travis is in second at 92. Nels is in 93. Nels is in third with 92. But still anybody's game, as we are now going to move on to our second game up of 4 for the docket. And we're going to be playing some In Between. So it's going to be a card game, so we're going to go ahead and bring out our card table for this one. But before we do that, we need to get some bets. We need to get some bet sizes from the three of you. In this game, you can bet up to 25 chips. With this in mind, Travis, of your 93 chips up to 25, how much would you like to bet?
What are the rules first?
Land between deuce and ace.
Basically, I'm going to deal one card at a time up to 4. As long as it's not a deuce, king, or ace, your bet size would double.
Okay,
After each
fine,
card,
okay.
you would have the option to cash out or let it ride, risking out the new one. But if at any point a 2, king, or ace is revealed, the house wins.
I win. All right. You said 20.
Max bet is 25.
25.
Going max bet for this one?
Yes.
All right,
I'm gonna go
Nels.
24.
All right, Nels, of your 92 chips up to 25, how much would you like to risk?
20.
20, all right. And Scott, you have 110. Of those 110 up to 25, how much would you like to risk?
23.
23. All right, so let's go ahead and bring out our card table. All right, players, we've got our deck that has been shuffled and cut before we began our show, as we always do. So, again, the cards you want to avoid are deuce, ace, and king. That said, let's take a look at our first card. First up, we've got a 9. All right, so we'll go ahead and double everybody's bet sizes. And now each of you have a choice. Travis, you have 50 chips. Do you want to cash that out, or do you want to let it ride for the next card?
Let it stall in the middle of the road because you don't know how to drive a manual. Excuse me, let it ride.
He's letting it ride. All right, Nels, you have 40 chips. Cash out or let it ride for the next one. He's going to play on. Scott, you have 46. Cash out or let it ride.
If they're letting it ride, I'll let it ride.
Everybody going on for the next card. All right. Next up we have a jack.
Ooh, close.
All right. That face startled you for a bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right. We doubled the bet sizes for everybody. So, Travis, you are up to 100 chips. Cash out or let it ride for the third card.
Let it ride.
Playing on. Nels, you have 80.
Play on.
Letting it ride as well. Scott, you have 92. Stop or let it ride.
If they're playing, I'm playing.
Everybody going on for the third card. All right. Our third card of a maximum of 4 we have. And ace. The house
There we
wins. I will have to take all the bets back. Just for shiggles, let's see what the next card would have been.
A 2.
It would have been a 6. If that ace wasn't there, yeah, you would have had it. Next card is a 5. Well, I am sorry, guys. It's just not much really can do. It's just the shuffling of the cards worked against you there. So unfortunately, the
We'll do
house
better
wins.
next time.
Nobody gets a payout, and that brings us to the end of In Between. So, leader scoreboard-wise, the positioning has changed a little bit. Now Travis is sitting in third at 68. Nels has moved up to second with 72, but Scott still has the lead at 87. All right, we're going to take another quick commercial break, but when we come back, we will have our third minigame of 4 here on this episode of Dealer's Choice. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Dealer's Choice. We had a very successful first game of speculation, but then In Between came up, and then the ace came up with the third card, sniping the 3 players. But in terms of positioning, Scott still holds the lead at 87 chips. Nels has moved up to second with 72 chips by betting less than Travis did in that second game. And speaking of Travis, he's in third at 68. But it is still anybody's game as we now move on to our third minigame of 4 for this episode. We got another good one here, players. Our third game up for tonight's episode is the Dealer's Derby.
Good game,
Well, so something funny just happened, player. Something funny just happened here, folks at home. Now only you can hear me because, would you believe it if I told you the power went out and then came back on? So yeah, folks, that just happened. Now I gotta turn on my TV again. If I can find if I can find the TV remote, which is vanished for some reason. Okay, there it is. Good Lord. That was something, though, man. The power literally flashed off and then back on. So now we're basically just waiting for my internet connection to get restored because I could attempt to use my hotspot, but at the same time that would mess up the droid cam. But yeah, just bear with me, folks. We are trying to get the Wi-Fi connection back up and running so we can continue this episode. But yeah, you know what? I am just gonna leave this in because we power went out and it done dirt my internet. Sadly, not really much we can do about that. It's just this kind of stuff you really just cannot control, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so Wi-Fi connection's looking like they're trying to come back on. The network I'm using, though, is not it's not there. Now it is. All right. We'll go ahead and return to the Discord here. All right, we should be back. Nope, Discord's stuck on the loading screen. Hang on. I'll go ahead and quit and reopen it. Oh, are you serious? Now my Wi-Fi wants to go in and out? Oh, we're in trouble, folks. We are in big trouble, folks. What is Discord doing? Oh my goodness. We're literally stuck. I'm literally stuck. The router cannot connect to the internet. Oh wow, we are literally stuck. Oh my goodness. I have never had this happen, folks. Ugh. Okay, Discord's opening up. I think we're back. Let's hope that this has worked. Okay, here we go.
You're the password guy. I'm the pyramid guy.
Okay.
Are you back?
We seem to be back, folks.
Internet
So
went
yeah, the recording was still going. So I basically just mentioned it in the recording to the folks at home, but power cut out and then back on. That's what happened.
Yeah,
But do they really need to know them?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I just ha- I
internally
just-
would call, but I
I
can
just had to
internally would call it a brownout.
I just had to pretend that I was talking to someone there for those few minutes because being silent is not good. Eh. Anyways,
It's strange.
we are still recording. Welcome back, everybody, to Dealer's Choice. After a very successful game of speculation with a winning payout for one of our players, sadly, in between came up and third card sniped the 3 players and they lost their bets to the house. That being said, though, we're going to go ahead and move on to our third game here. Before we do that, though, let's check our standings. Scott still has the lead at 87. Nels is in second at 72 now because he bet less than Travis in that second game. And the champ, Travis, is at third place with 68, but it is still anybody's game with only 19 chips separating our 3 players. That being said, though, we're going to go ahead and move on to our third minigame of 4 in this episode. And players, it's time for the Dealer's Derby.
The stream's out.
No, it's not.
Well, I'm not seeing anything.
It's not the stream, you dingus. It's the virtual camera.
It might be your connection now.
No.
Let me turn it off and back on. Oh, Discord, what are you doing?
I don't see the game or the camera.
Yeah, I had to turn it. Discord. Oh my god.
Really, I saw both when they were up.
I mean, when they were, but since he's been back, no, I have not seen anything.
Yeah, there it is now.
Okay.
Now he can see it. All right.
Yes.
All right. So everything's all set to go. I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know this now, folks. This is a take 2 because take 1 led us to a power outage, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyways, so. Players, before we begin, as always, you will need to give me your bet sizes. Now, the max bet in this game is up to 50 chips. That being said, Travis, you're up first. Of your 68 chips, up to 50. How much would you like to bet for this minigame?
35.
35 chips. All right, Nels, you have 72. Of that 72 up to 50, how much would you like to bet for this third game?
I'm only going to do 20 this time.
20, all right. And Scott, you have 87.
I will do 25.
25, all right, half of the max. All right. So, players, here's how the Dealer's Derby works. We're actually going to be bringing out the dice table once again. And it's kind of similar to speculation. Each of you will pick one of the 3 horses, and each of you will be playing for a payout. The blue horses, you can see, will pay off even payouts. The yellow horse will pay out a 3-to-1 payout, and the red horse will give you a 5-to-1 payout if you choose it. Now, each of you will need to go ahead and tell me which horse you want to bet on, and the way the horses move is 1, 2, or a 3 on the die will advance the blue one space, a roll of a 4 or a 5 will advance the yellow one, and only a 6 will advance the red one. Whichever horse crosses the finish line first, that is the winner, and if anybody picked that particular horse, they will get their payouts as noted. But now, Travis, of the 3 horses between blue, yellow, and red, which of the 3 would you like to choose? You're muted.
That's it. Okay, that's probably because I'm complaining to myself. I still don't see your stream. nor your camera. But yeah. I'm gonna pick blue.
Alright, he's gonna pick the blue horse, alright? Okay, let's just be honest. Is he the only one that can't see it?
No, I see your stream.
I do.
That's
Same.
fucking weird. I've reset Discord too, so I
Okay, I'm gonna turn it off and then turn it back on again because it fixed it for Nels. So I'm gonna try this theory and see if it fixes it for Travis.
like would have fucking worked though, because I got a camera with a fucking flash through it.
Do you have his camera turned off by chance?
No, because it was on earlier. I didn't do anything with it.
Hmm.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna close the Discord pop out. Maybe that'll fix it. Maybe it's laggy because of that.
Something's fucking.
Still nothing?
No, I don't see anything. I was gonna say, I was about to put in the lounge chat what I do see. Yeah, let's see. Pick that one. Send that. That's what I see.
A whole lot of fucking damn it.
That's serious. Seriously.
Yeah, it has the camera disabled.
That's what my and I didn't touch anything between the last couple few games, so I'm not sure what the dealio is.
Hold down on Jose's profile and see what it says when it says turn on camera.
Yeah, because knowing Discord, it may have been a bitch and decided to disable my camera text because that tends to happen to me sometimes when I see other people turn on their webcams and I'm like, wait, why can't I see them? It's like, oh, it's disabled, and I didn't even do anything, and then Discord did it.
That is fucking weird. It's on now. It said turn on video. Like I never fucking turn it off. So
Who'd have thought?
like, yeah, that's the simple ass shit. Yes, fucking technology blows ass these days. So you know.
Case in point, the power outage. Anyways.
Well, that blew something else.
Yeah, no shit. All right, but anyways.
Oh.
All right, so we are good to go. Travis can now see the screen, so he has chosen to bet on the blue horse. Nels, which of the three would you like to choose?
I'm going to try the blue this time.
Oh, with the blue as well. And Scott, of the three, which would you like to choose?
Yellow.
Going for the yellow horse.
What the hell?
Wow, it's the inverse bets of speculation, because Travis and Nels went with the yellow and Scott went with blue, and now they've switched.
I swear to God, Jose, if this happens, I swear to fuck. I'm going to be triggered if this happens.
Well, Scott, since you were humming it,
He's not sorry.
we're not playing that
Sorry.
game. That's been long gone and done. All right, let's go ahead and bring out our dice table.
Not as long as you forgetting Bob Barker's 100th birthday.
Shut up.
Barker.
Burger. Yeah, whatever. Oh, son of a bitch. Now Droidcam wants to screw up. Alright, so since this is another dice game, since we used the blue die in the last one, we're going to go ahead and use the white die for this one. Alright, so players, best of luck. Again, Travis and Nels have gone with the blue horse. Scott has chosen the yellow.
If the yellow horse makes it, I'm going to be so triggered. It's not going to be funny.
Let's
How many
actually
times?
Maybe
Let's
be
actually
somebody else
move.
next time then.
Come on.
All right.
4 and 5.
Our first
Oh,
roll up
shut up,
is
Michael.
4 and 5. 4 and 5.
fiver. So the yellow horse advances. It's off and running.
Great.
5s.
Our
Shut
next
up,
roll
Michael.
up.
4s and 5s.
2.
Yeah,
Blue
baby.
advances.
4 and 5.
All right. Next roll up.
4 and 5.
3.
4 and 5.
Blue advances.
Yeah.
All right.
4 and
Next
5.
up. 6. The red advances. It's off.
Come on.
It's out of the gate.
4 or 5.
Next roll up.
4 or 5.
2. Blue advances.
Yeah, baby.
Blue is 2 away from the finish line. Next roll up.
4 or 5.
4.
Go,
Yellow.
Go, yes.
No.
Yellow
I
gets
swear to
Yellow
God.
moves
4 or
up
5.
1. Next roll up.
4 or 5.
2. Blue is 1 space away. Next roll up.
4 or 5.
Game over. Blue wins with a 2.
Yay.
All
Yay.
right, so Travis and Nels will each get break-even payouts. So that'll put Travis up to 103, and that'll put Nels up to 92.
Yay.
As for Scott, he loses his bet. House wins. All right, I don't know why I keep doing that. That brings us to the end of the Dealer's Derby. And once again, the positioning in the scores have changed. Now, Travis is on the lead at 103, Nels is in second at 92, and Scott is in third at 62. We're going to take one final pause for a commercial break, but when we come back, we will have our fourth and final game that will determine our winner on Dealer's Choice. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to what has been a crazy episode here on Dealer's Choice. We've had a lead change now, as Travis now has the lead going into the fourth and final game at 103 chips. Nels is in second at 92, and Scott, with losing that third mini game at Dealer's Derby, falls to last. But with 41 chips separating our three players, this is still anybody's game. It is time for our fourth and final minigame that's going to decide our winner. And players, we're wrapping it up with an oldie but a goodie, because it's blackjack time. Alright, so players, this fourth minigame is going to work a little differently in terms of the bet sizes, because there is no limit to how much you can bet here. You can bet any or all of the chips you have. However, you will not tell me the bet out loud. Instead, you will DM it to me via Discord, and we will reveal it at the end of the game. With that being said, go ahead and DM me your bets. Any or all of it. It is entirely up to you.
Do we get our own hands?
Yes, you do. Each of y'all get your own hands.
Nels is probably gonna go. He's gonna get catch 22.
So while they get their bet sizes in, I will go over the rules. So you know how blackjack works. Odds that the game is to try to get as close to 21 as possible without going over. I will start by giving each of you one card up and one card down to myself. Basically, we're just playing normal blackjack. The only thing is, there's no split and no double downing. However, if I do end up getting blackjack, it does end instantly. Let's hope that doesn't happen. The only options you have are hit and stand. Any player that manages to beat my hand will get an even payout. And if one of our players should happen to get a blackjack, they will get a 2-to-1 payout. Keep in mind, though, blackjack is only with 2 cards. They can't just get to 21 and have it count as blackjack. No, it has to be with with just the first 2 cards that they start with.
It has to be an ace and a king. So.
An ace and a face.
How much does Nels have? 92.
Nels has 92. You have 103. Scott has 62.
I thought he had. Okay.
Wait, is it? No,
I thought he had 68, but I don't know. Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm already locked.
Scott's already in. We're just waiting on the other 2 players.
Hurry up.
You hurry up, Cavalis.
Damn, I'm having second thoughts about my bet.
Oh, you know what? Oh,
No, I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
I'm not telling you a damn thing, Corvallis. I'm really struggling. Oh my god.
It's a number, Nels. It's not rocket science.
Well, I know, but I wanted to.
I have trouble spelling, let alone counting.
Shut up, Bergman. I know how to count.
By the way, now this is the same situation you faced before. So just
I know.
go it up.
You know,
This time I have more tips this time than I did the first time I played.
Well,
Good. Maybe you
Don,
can
I do
finish with one more
apologize,
than you did last time.
John, I do apologize. Go ahead and repeat what you just said because Discord, for some reason, didn't let me hear you.
I said 2 plus 3 is 5, so it was a joke.
Yeah, he is he man enough to get that?
Fuck you, Jose. Oh God.
All right. All the bets are locked in. Let's go ahead and bring out our card table.
I'm second guessing my bet now. After
I bet you are.
All right, players. So we're using the same deck. However, it has been reshuffled while we were playing Dealer's Derby. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get Blackjack underway. All right, so the three of you will each get one card up. So, Travis, you start with a 9. Nels, you start with a Jack.
okay, that's good.
And Scott, you start with a 4, like so.
Also play your deck too.
Yeah, I gotta play one for myself. Face down,
Okay, executive producer Davion.
like that.
What made Davion a producer?
All right, so I have no idea. All right, so now it's each of you will get another card face up. All right, so Travis, you have an ace to go with that.
You fucker! That's my ace.
Nels, you have another Jack. And Scott, you got a Queen. All right, so there are your face card totals, and we'll reveal my face of card. I can tell you right now, I'm not going to have Blackjack because it's a 5. Whoa, hey, whoa, why the fuck is it suddenly going dark? Whoa, what the heck?
It's lit up a little.
No, it's darkening for some reason. What the hell?
I think that's how it is.
It's just how it is, Jose.
Hold on.
We'll deal with it.
We can deal with it.
Okay, I think we're
it's much
good.
better
Yeah,
now.
we're good. Okay. All right, so Travis, we're going to start with you. You have a soft 20. Do you want to keep it or hit or stand?
Well, since I can't double, what's the point, right?
Right.
I'm going to. I'm gonna freeze.
You're going to stand.
Let's
All
go.
right. So Travis is locked in. Nels, you have a 20.
I'm going to stand too.
Going to stand as well. All right, Scott, now you have a 14. Hit or stand?
It's an iffy scenario, even with the position I'm in. I'm still gonna stand.
You're going to stand as well.
Huh?
All right, so
I think you got a 15 and you're gonna bust.
I will remember. I must hit on any 16 and I must stand on any 17.
17.
Right, so let's go ahead and put y'all's hands back in the mix. All right, so let's find out what I had.
Please.
A 4.
In addition to the 5, another 5. I had 10.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Next card,
Oh.
an 8. That's it. I stand. So I have an 18. All right, so Travis and Nels both win. Unfortunately, Scott does lose. All right, so we'll go ahead and get rid of the card table because we no longer need it. Let's go ahead and take a look at who wins our game. So we're going to go from third to first. Scott, we're going to start with you. Of your 62 chips, you chose to risk it all, and unfortunately you did lose, so it all goes to the house. Alright.
That's probably what I would have done in that situation, though.
Alright, I had really no choice unless I really thought everybody was going to lose.
Alright. Nels, we come to you next. Of
I bet.
your 92 chips, you chose to bet 42. And you will get, and since you won but didn't get blackjack, you get the even payout. Putting you at 134 chips for now.
Oh, Corvallis, please.
It's gonna come down to what the champion chose to bet.
He probably did it. He probably.
15 and a half.
Travis's bet size was 22 chips, which means it is not enough. Even with the break-even payout, it is not enough. Nels, you are the new champion.
Wow. I did not see that coming.
Unfortunately,
game,
Nels had a much bigger bet than Travis, and that ultimately proved to be his downfall. Nels, you are the new champion with 134 chips.
I actually did math.
He did math. He did a thing.
Yeah, I did a thing.
Nels, we're going to wrap things up with,
Thank
we're
you.
going to be, we'll come back to you in just a moment. Scott, we're going to start with you. You did what you had to do at the end of the day. I mean, you had to take those big risks to even get yourself into this game, and just unfortunately, it started out well, but it went downhill quickly.
That it definitely did.
To say the least. Scott, even though you did end up with 0 chips, we are not going to let you leave out of here at the end. We are going to give you our house minimum of $500 since you just for participating. So we thank you for at least trying.
Thank you.
And do feel free to come on back here because, needless to say, you will definitely want to try to improve on this performance.
Yeah, maybe.
That's Scott Michels, everybody, and now we go to our now former champion, Travis Coulter. Travis, what can I say, man? You bet small when Nels bet high, and just unfortunately by 9 chips, you fell short.
Kind of begging on him losing.
Yeah, you had hoped, but you both got the same exact numbered hand. Only difference was you had a soft 20, but he had a hard 20. But either way, it didn't make the difference. You both made the right moves and chose to stand, but just the bet size was what harmed you.
Yep.
But you're not leaving out of here empty-handed by no means, Travis. You do have 125 chips, which we're going to turn into dollars and add to your total. So when we add that to your previous winnings, you now go up to $35,275 for your season total. Still in second, but you still have a solid total to lean on.
Indeedo.
And who knows, you don't be afraid to come on back here and try again to try to improve on that total, because while you may start a championship run of in terms of wins, your season winnings are locked in. They will remain there. So even if you retake the crown, You will pick up right where you left off total-wise.
Dollars.
Exactly. But that is Scott Michels and Travis Coulter, everybody, and Nels Snesrud. Good lord.
Ugh.
Talk about coming out of seemingly nowhere. You were down in, I think, 3rd place at one point.
I was.
But then the last 3 games just ended up working out. The bet sizes were in your favor, and you are now our new champion with 134 chips. We're going to go ahead and turn your chips into dollars and multiply that number by 10. So already you've got $1,340 for your season total so far.
Okay.
But in just a moment, you're going to be taking on our bonus dice to see if you can pick up another $25,000. So we're going to give you a few moments to prepare yourself. Folks, we come back from this commercial break. It's Nels against the bonus dice. We'll be right back after this here on Dealer's Choice. Welcome back to Dealer's Choice. We're here with our brand new champion, Mr. Nels Snesrud, who pulled off the comeback out of nowhere. Bet size is working out in his favor, and Nels with $1,340. You would become our new champion, and we'll definitely be seeing you next time as you look to defend your title. But first,
Yes, I will.
it's now time to see if you can add another $25,000 to that total.
I
of
would
yours.
love to do that. I would love to do that.
Well, to do that, you will have to beat our bonus dice. And we are bringing out the dice table for one final time. So, Nels, here's how the bonus dice works, since this is your first time here. Basically, the object of the game is to get your bank total on that corner of the screen right there to $1,000 or more. How you accumulate money is depending on the value of these 2 dice. The breakdown, as always, is posted in the Studio One game channel for anybody that wants to know. Well, of course, point out to the folks at home, for both the blue and the white dice, 1 and 2 are 50, 3 and 4 are 100, and 5 is 150. Only difference is the 6 for both of them. On the white dice, the 6 is worth $200. But the 6 on the blue die is the dreaded spade, and that's the one you want to avoid, Nels, because should you roll that spade at any point in the bonus game, it's all over, and you'll lose everything.
Yeah.
However, if you should accumulate $1,000 before rolling a spade, you're going to win the bonus dice jackpot of $25,000. Of course, after each roll that you survive, you do have the option to stop and walk away with whatever you've accumulated. That being said, Nels, I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Dice are now officially in my hand. You just say roll whenever you're ready.
Roll.
We'll get this started. He wastes no time. All right, we start things off with a 2 on the white and a 3 on the blue. That's $150.
Go on.
Doesn't even wait for me to ask. He's going on again.
Come on. Give me a 200 roll.
As one of them misses. Okay, we have a 5 on the white and a 3 on the blue. I believe this is another $250. 5's 150, 3 is 100. Yep, another 250. You're up to $400.
Roll on.
I grabbed the dice for that reason. He's going on.
Come on, now, roll.
Okay, a 1 on the blue and a 5 on the white. That's another $200. $600 and $400 away. Do we go or do we stop?
Let's go. I ain't no pussy. Let's go.
He's going for it again.
Come on. Roll.
A 3 on the white, 2 on the blue. That's another $150. All right, you are $250 away. You could get it on one roll. Do you go for it or do you stop?
I ain't no pussy. Let's roll.
Going again. All right.
Come on. Come on. Don't fail me now, dice. Roll.
Oh, shit. 2 6s on together. Oh, my goodness. Ugh. Well, it had that spade not shown up, that would have been the big $200, and
Yeah.
you would have had it. But unfortunately, the
Yeah.
spade had to come up at the very end. Nels, I am sorry, you don't pick up anything.
Yeah. Shit.
It had been a hot minute since a spade was hit on the bonus dice.
Yeah.
We were hoping that it would continue to go on for a few episodes, but sadly, Nels, it just wasn't meant to be.
Hey.
But you still have
30,000
$1,300.
from the next show, right?
Exactly. We do add another $5,000 to the jackpot since it wasn't won, meaning that on our next show, that jackpot will be up to 30 grand.
Okay.
Plus, you also have 1,340 from the main game, and we'll be seeing you on our next show to defend your title and hopefully go for it again.
I will.
All right, we'll see him then. But folks, unfortunately, that's no bonus dice win. But good thing about it is we just add money to that jackpot. But that's in the meantime, though, that's going to go ahead and wrap things up here for tonight's edition of Dealer's Choice. Thank you all so much for watching and joining us here tonight. If you're new to Sleepy Time Studios, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that fun jazz. Got lots of game show content available on the channel for you guys to enjoy. If you missed any of the episodes leading up to tonight, go ahead and check out the playlist available on the channel for you guys to check out. And until next time when we see Nels back here, it'll be time for everyone to place their bets once again. I'm your host, Jose Casitas. For all of us here at Sleepy Time Studios, this has been Dealer's Choice. We'll see you next time for another episode. Good night, everybody.